Hey there, my friends. Kevin Steinman coming at you with another VSN Extreme affiliate success story. And today we have Miss Cindy Bloom. Now, Cindy actually has a pretty unique story. You know, she used to be a elementary school teacher until her kids were born and she started spending more time with them. She's actually only been online for about 12 months. And like most of us who, got started online, got started with Empower Network and was with them since the September of last year and really found things to be, maybe not as she expected, but then she actually started working with Jermaine Lead Monster Steel with VSN Extreme, and then the rest really is history from there. But I just wanted to give her a chance to really share her story as to where she's coming from and what she thinks about VSN Extreme and really how this whole journey has been for her thus far, so that way the newbie like you who's watching can get a sense of how things are going to be and how people are experiencing VSN for themselves. So with that being said, do you want to go ahead and share your story, Cindy?
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me on here. It's an honor to be on this, and it's really an honor for me to be part of the VSN community because, well, let me just tell you my story, and then you'll kind of see where VSN has changed the course of my business. I I will be actually 48. Yikes, soon. And I graduated with an elementary education degree from the University of Illinois, and I had a passion for teaching. I loved teaching. It was a wonderful job. I gave it my all, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was a good teacher, and I would get a lot of parents, complimenting me. But when my son was born, I wanted to be able to stay at home and raise my family. I was fortunate enough to be able to do that because my husband is an entrepreneur, and that was an opportunity for me. However, my husband is a wonderful guy. We're high school sweethearts, so that's very unique. He is a juvenile diabetic, and if any of you know anything about diabetes, often later on in life you start to have complications, and it was at the age of 39 when he suffered his heart attack, and things in our life kind of started to shift. I went back to work trying to find some jobs. I hated every job that I had. I quit. Nothing was satisfying to me. I felt like I was just a person in an office, not making what I was really worth, and all it was doing was taking time away from my family and creating more stress for me. So I turned online about a year ago. Since he had his heart attack, that kind of was a domino effect for some other complications that unfortunately come along with juvenile diabetes. So we have had some, many ups and downs in terms of health, and I have always felt that I was not in control. And last year I thought, okay, I need to take control. I can't be sitting on the sidelines and watch this happen. On top of the fact that my father had recently passed away, and I heard my mother say something to me that triggered I needed to work. And what she said to me is, this is a woman who has great credit, but never worked because she was old school, and she didn't have a job, and she can't secure a mortgage to move closer to us. She's not that far, but it would really be nice to have her in our area, and she couldn't do that because she doesn't have an income. And I thought, oh boy, that's not going to happen to me. I'm going to take action. I turned to the internet. Like Kevin said, I found Empower Network, and I really enjoyed the community and the growth that I saw, but I struggled in my business to find quality leads. I really spent quite a bit of money racking up some credit cards, buying some co-ops that really did not do anything for me. They weren't even opening my any emails. And like Kevin said, I work closely with Jermaine, and I'm watching him with VSN and kind of just watching on the sidelines. And finally, he's a mentor of mine, him and Angie, and I see what VSN Extreme was doing for their business. And I thought, hey, I'm no rock star. I am humble. I have to find out and see what's going on. And I looked into VSN. I was blown away when I bought my first co-op. The leads were responsive. They were opening on my email. They were asking questions. I got sales. It was like, wow, you could actually buy traffic, and it could actually work. And then I looked in even more into the opportunity that it gave me to resell it and make 100% commissions. It was a no-brainer because then I could use that money to scale up my business and to buy the traffic that I needed. So now I have a business that's on autopilot, leads continually flowing, quality leads, plus I'm able to give value out to the community because so many people are lacking quality leads. And with that, I got into VSN Extreme, I think, and started rocking with it about 2 weeks ago. And since then, I've generated over $1,600. Now, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning because the more I go into VSN and the more I see and go through the products, because I'm a person who doesn't buy something and expect things to happen. I buy things and I take action because I respect Desmond and I respect the program, and I go through the training and I implement and I take action. And if you do that, you're going to see results. I mean, there is an income disclaimer there, of course, but this system does work. I'm new to the internet in just a year, and with this program and with the support and community we have, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't feel better about my business and what is coming in the next years to come with this being my backbone of quality leads. So that's my story, and I no longer feel trapped, I should say, because last week, my husband was back in the hospital. And it was the first time that when he was in the hospital, it was wonderful for me because that was the week that I generated this money. And so he couldn't work. And it was really nice to be able to say, hey, I got this for a while. Just take care of your health. I was in control. And that, to me, is just, it's
priceless,
great.
right?
Priceless. It's priceless.
Yeah.
Something money can't really buy. So that's kind of why, that was my why and my whole purpose in this journey. And to be able to actually see it take place last week and actually have it manifest the way it did was great. So thank you, VSN. Thank you. That's my story, and I love VSN.
Awesome.
Extreme.
Well, yeah, it's really inspiring to hear you say all that, and probably to the new person who's just coming online too, to really understand where you're coming from, because obviously, like, when someone's getting started in this industry, we all come from different backgrounds, and some people have experience and some people don't. Some people have skills that benefit them, and others are really just starting from scratch. But it's nice to know, as you said, like, really being able to take the time that you wanted for your family, especially more recently when you were able to make that $1,600 through VSN Extreme, and go and be with your husband as he's going through what he is. And you said you've been online for about 12 months, and I would assume, just given what you said, probably what drew you to the industry the most was just that you can actually, be at home with your family and spend time with your husband and all that good stuff, or was there any other motive that drew you online more than that?
Nope, that's exactly what it was. I had done jobs. I had, tried to get myself in an income position that would make me feel good, and I didn't have that. And I knew there was something out there on the internet. I knew that I needed to be here at my house. I have 3 boys. I have a husband, and I know that that's my place here. But I knew that there was a way to be here and to generate the income, have that the best of both worlds, and that's what I have found online. I live life on my times, and I go to school when I need to go to school. I can help out, go to the store, get groceries. I'm going to make dinner soon, and it's all while I'm making money online. So it's great.
Yeah, isn't it also great the fact that VSN Extreme pays within like 24 to 48 hours? I mean, obviously, like, other companies, like, Well, actually, a lot of companies don't pay that quickly unless they have like their ACH set up, which is, the merchant accounts. But I think it's, personally really cool that we're able to have that opportunity to get paid so quickly because it allows us to really go and reinvest in our business or have that money in case we need it for like bills or whatever. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely. For me, that's exactly where it came in because my husband's self-employed. He didn't have an income for the entire, he didn't have his income. Really nice to be able to bring in a nice income in that short time without slaving in an office to do so.
yeah, absolutely. Um, and aside from VSN Extreme, are you promoting anything else, or is VSN Extreme your main focus at the moment?
Well, VSN Extreme is right now what I'm promoting because I feel that it has so much value, and I also promote Empower Network. But I have a lot of people that I am connected to online that have a need. And I have found that I like to provide value, and by introducing people to VSN, I feel that I'm doing them justice and giving them the value that they need to take their business, whether it's Empower Network or any other business that they have, to
Hmm.
the level that they need to get it to, especially right before the holidays. So right now, the Empower Network is really exciting, but everybody needs to scale up that business with leads because we have something so big going on. So the two of them together, it's just a powerful combination. It's a winning combination, and that's how I'm promoting it.
Great. Well, that's really cool. I just asked because, obviously we like to say that like VSN Extreme is a great opportunity, by itself, but also it's like something that can be utilized on the front or back end of whatever else or whatever other opportunity you're currently promoting. Um,
Well, that's exactly it, Kevin. You see, I'm a big advocate of free traffic, and I've always prided myself on posting to Craigslist and doing all this stuff. But I don't have the time right now because I'm dealing with some other health issues, and so I still need fresh traffic. I'm able to get that without, it's a trade-off. The money and the time. Time is money.
yeah.
So that is a huge attraction for me, so that I know that even if I can't sit and generate the leads that I would like to for free, I know that I can get quality leads really easy by just turning to VSN. And so I can focus on other parts of my business and not just focus on getting those leads. I can, work on other aspects of marketing because VSN
Mhm.
takes that time away, frees up that time for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you say, or what would you say is like the biggest breakthrough or like epiphany you've had since you've been online where that moment where you're just like, oh, I wish I had known about this sooner, and if I did, maybe when I was getting started, it would be really helpful to me, or to whoever's watching this. Um, did you have any moments like that where maybe you realized just something like, for instance, with Christian, who I also talked with not too long ago, he said it was like when he realized it was just about taking consistent massive action, and then when I talked with who was it, Todd, it was him saying, finding a consistent source of highly converting leads, and then other people have said other things too, but I'm just curious, what was that thing for you that really made the difference and started leading to you being able to generate sales in your business?
That's a really great question, and I attribute it. I had a couple aha moments, as we like to call them. But more than those aha moments, it's the connections of a group of people, a solid pack, a group of supporters who are going to constantly uplift you and keep you moving. Once I found that, and I work with a bunch of the leaders in there, and once we connected, that was huge because what that taught me and what that group taught me, along with going to some other events, is that we all have value. And that if we can continue to portray giving out value to the community and to the masses, in a sense, that is going to attract the masses to you, because they are looking for value, and you're giving them that value for nothing. You're just putting value out into the community, and by doing that, people appreciate that, they follow you, they respect you, and you build that attractive image that is really important, I believe, online. And having a pack to go along with that, the combination of those two have been unbelievable, and VSN Extreme Family is a pack like that as well. And it's really a great community where everybody works together. We celebrate success. We help people who feel that that they're kind of confused, and we lift the masses, because, and that's the biggest tip that I can give to anybody out there. Offer value. Everybody has value. You all have value. You have to find out what that value is, and because people are starving for it. So if you just give it out, the universe will receive it.
Absolutely. And I think, yeah, to sum up like what you said there is like having a community of people who are able to help you unlock the value that may not be visible to your own self.
Huge. Exactly.
Right. Cool. Well, awesome, Cindy. I'm really glad we had a chance to talk, and hopefully this little chat of ours will be able to help those newbies who are getting started and maybe sitting on the fence thinking whether or not VSN Extreme is the right opportunity for them. And one thing I really have to say is, as I've mentioned in previous videos as well, is just the fact that, like, regardless of any business that you're in, whether it's brick and mortar or click and order, the fact of the matter is there is no business in existence today that doesn't have a way to generate traffic, leads, and sales. And we are the lifeblood of every single business out there online because our product is traffic and leads. So really, we can market to any business out there for online marketers that are looking for quality leads. And I think that's really one of the things that really separates us from a lot of companies, but also the fact that, like you said, we have that community and also the traffic and then also the training. Anyone who's watching this, you're welcome to see the other videos that I've done with other people, and you'll know that they'll have a lot to say about every aspect of everything I just mentioned. So, thanks again for your time, Cindy.
Can I really just say one thing? It's
ahead.
$50 to become a member for life, and I don't know if people realize what that $50 is and what you get from that $50, but to me, that is the most valuable tool out there, because it is the education that any newbie really needs to really draw traffic. And it's not always, and in this basic package, it's not always about just buying traffic. They really teach you steps by steps, Facebook marketing, YouTube mastery, solo ads. It's a library of information that will help your business. It will help you create traffic and sales, and you can make 100% commissions on it. So I don't know, and you get paid so fast, it's like lightning. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say it.
No, it's cool. I think it's a good point to bring up, because I was talking with I think it was Chris about it too. It's just the fact that it's only $50, and Desmond will continue saying, like, he wants to have it basically, like you said, like a library where he can continue adding products into it, where it's still going to stay $50. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy, like, he's like, I'm going to make this the most valuable product anyone has ever seen. And I'm like, okay, awesome, so cool.
That's about value.
Well, yeah, well, thanks again, Cindy. I look forward to touching base and also seeing you, knock it out of the park on the leaderboards and continue having the success that you are. So, yeah,
awesome.
Thanks for your time, and let's touch base. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Cindy.
Goodbye.